Welcome back, everyone. We're on our way back down to Gwenole. It's bank holiday weekend, so we're going down the back roads because the main roads are, put it this way, Cornwall is full. And it's full of people with holiday boxes in their cars, but very few seem to have packed their driving brains. And there's all manners, definitely manners. It's like COVID again, first lockdown ending. So we're coming through the back roads to avoid that. And the main roads seem to be a bit of a place for people to do whatever activity it takes to fill up A&E, because cars are crashing all over the place. So we decided to come this way. And the only thing we've got to really worry about is things like tractors. There's one over there just about to come out and take our heads off.
Cyclists.
And cyclists.
Mammals.
This is a mammal route, so we do have quite a lot of cyclists on this road, and it's not the easiest one to overtake cyclists on, especially the cyclists who insist on exercising their rights to cycle down the middle of the road without any consideration to who's behind them. But that's the whinge over. What are we doing today?
Filling holes.
We're filling holes today, yeah.
Taking more stuff off. Filling
More
holes.
more filling. So, sorry if this is getting tedious, but it is a process. Oh, there's a horse. Okay, there's a horse. Okay, there's a horse. Is there someone behind the horse as well?
No, there's a tractor up ahead, so we won't get much further.
Oh, right, okay.
So.
Yeah, so that's the other thing on these roads. But I don't mind the horses because I like horses.
Nice horse as well.
Yeah, it's a nice horse, well-behaved horse.
Yeah.
So.
I don't mind tractors out on the road because they're doing the job of collecting all their winter feeding at the moment.
Yeah, there's a lot of grass cutting going on, a lot of harvesting going on. So.
Essential stuff.
Without these boys, we don't eat, do we? So we put up with that most of the time.
We did order 750 quid's worth of
Yes.
parts for the engine, mind.
Yeah.
So we ordered
Gasket set.
gasket sets,
Full gasket set.
water heat exchanger gasket set, spray paint, which I didn't add 2 cans to. I only added 1 can of each 2.
Yeah.
So we'll see how far that goes, and then maybe have to get some more.
Oh my days. Oh, car coming. And for some reason, this is Stithians Lake. It is quite low. Not as low as last year. Last year you could walk across the middle, it was that dry. So it's held up a little bit better this year, but we had a much wetter spring, didn't we? In fact, winter seemed to go on until about May this year. But yeah, last year people were turning up just for the privilege of walking right across the reservoir. It is a baffling thing that we have a reservoir on high ground that is really shallow. You think that that's not really the best place to stick a reservoir.
One of the few we've got.
And it's there aren't that many.
We're not building any more.
They haven't built any more, but they've built a hell of a lot more houses in this county, so that reservoir has to supply an awful lot of houses. So maybe all this work that they're going on here is some long overdue work on leaky pipes.
That windmill's spinning at a very old rate of knots.
Yeah, it is quite windy. I didn't bring the drone today because I thought it was too windy to fly it. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Take off. And some pretty countryside. We are very lucky to live where we do, to be fair.
Anyway, so yesterday we bought engine parts, £750 worth of engine parts. So we bought gaskets for
Everything.
the everything, heat exchanger as well as the main engine.
New engine mounts.
New engine mounts.
They were the most expensive component.
We bought
overall.
the seals for the crankshaft and the what's the other one for? Must have been the water pump shaft thing, is it?
I can't remember. Alternator belt. Got new alternator belt, water pump belt.
Paint, alternator belts, oil filters, fuel filters,
Water
selecting
filter.
hoses.
Yes, new
all
hoses.
We refrained from buying valves until we could see what the valves are like. We didn't buy a starter motor, didn't buy a water pump,
No.
didn't buy an alternator.
We are looking to replace the alternator, but that'll be one that will cope with the solar
But it'll be a higher
setup.
output one.
Yeah. Well, not so much the solar; it's the lithium batteries, isn't it?
Yeah, will it be a Balmar?
So we will replace the alternator at some stage. But so as well as filling holes, we're probably going to be disassembling a few more connection points to the engine, in just to make some progress to take it out. Once the engine's taken out, we can get a cover put over on the boat, which will make sorting out the windows and the painting of the coach roof
30,
easier.
not 20. We only had a 20.
Right. Okay, Gary, finally bought a hammer for the boat. It's a big hammer, it's a Stanley hammer.
Luminous green.
Yeah. So we arrived and found that the filler that we left on the shelf here got cooked in the sun. So I've just nipped down to local chandlers, Max Alva's, to get some new filler, and it's a lovely green colour. As you can see, well, bluey green. Aqua, you could almost say.
I like it. So if you want to grab a screwdriver actually and start helping me out with this, it'll go off before I finish it.
Okay. Down there.
How much I do with the... It's going off already, fuck's sake, it's the sun.
It's particularly warm today, isn't it? Yeah, it's going off, isn't it? It's gone off.
Fuck's sake.
Wow. It's gone already.
Bollocks, said Zebedee.
Right.
Fucking hell. Didn't put a lot of stuff in it either.
Probably finish that off with some polyester filler afterwards. Once it's
Yeah, sand it up.
completely hardened.
Left my
Sand
drill
it
bits
up.
out as well. That's stupid.
Oh, what a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
Less filler.
It's the
Less-
yeah,
even
less
less
hardener. We've got the Genoa tracks to do as well, haven't
Yeah.
we? Okay. Did you find a shut-off valve?
So at the moment I can't find a shut-off valve for the fuel.
Okay. And we don't know how much fuel is in the fuel tank.
I don't know how much fuel is in the fuel tank. Was there a fuel gauge here before I started destroying everything? Yes, there is there. Fuel tank. Just put bloody what's the name on the drugs. I'm not safe.
Fuel gauge isn't going to work because you dismantled the switch panel.
Well, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah.
Good point well made.
So it's probably going to be a case of taking the top off and dip a stick in it.
Okay. I like dipping my stick. So rude.
Well, that was you. Yes, very rude. Okay. Right.
Although this stuff was 30 quid, it's actually quite nice.
Yeah. Okay.
That much.
Yeah.
Should really be wearing gloves.
Yeah, probably. Masks and everything. What?
Obviously didn't fiberglass that one. Missed one.
Oh, you're joking?
No.
Dang it.
That one. That one. Boy, your screwdriver.
Oh, you did?
And that one I haven't.
Just missed it. Mind you, with that stuff.
Probably risk it for a frisket.
I can't actually get in there till...
Oh, I should have gone from there end, shouldn't I? Should have gone from your end.
The intestines are coming out. Where?
Just here. Start on doing that.
Okay. Right, okay.
So if you have it in the light,
Yeah.
then that's going to reflect, and that's going to reflect really harshly.
See, that's too grey, that's too yellow, that's too blue.
See me, to my mind, that's creamy.
That's a creamier colour.
Yeah.
And
So
depending on what light you look at it, it's... Show everybody. So that's probably the closest, actually. That's probably what it once was.
Well,
but,
originally it was ice white.
Yeah. But these don't say ice white on them, do they?
I mean, to be honest, the condition of some
Traffic
of the,
white, pure white, signal white.
Yeah. The condition of some of the gel colour in here, it's never going to come back anyway.
No.
But would you want to just try and polish it and compound it rather than? I don't mind spraying all the way down the side of here into that bit there,
Yeah.
the corner into there.
Bless you.
I don't mind spraying all around here and everything else. And we're not spraying, we're going to paint it on.
Paint it, well, yeah.
And there's a lot of dings and stuff in all of this on the side here. I mean, this fiberglass is like...
It's rough as.
It is. And it probably
It will take a lot of polishing.
It would. You could possibly do it. There is a lot of dings and stuff in it.
Yeah. I think we need to give it a good clean and an attempted polish just to make our minds up, really. See how well that comes up.
Well, just...
But and we'll probably find it easier to match those once we have done that.
I don't want to match it. It's not going to match. It isn't going to matter. So if you decide that that's the colour we want to go for,
okay,
which is probably slightly less of a glare, then we'll just because from where that line is there and that line is there forward, it's all exactly the same.
All the way
anyway.
to the forward hatch.
So it makes no difference.
Doing the deck as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you go by Gavroche was a beige.
Yeah.
And that's it. The reason
she was an ivory.
The reason they did that was because it was less
glare. Yeah. Gavroche was an ivory.
So that's cream.
Veneto ivory. Yeah.
I don't know whether you want to do that or not. Or you could even paint the superstructure in a
grey.
In a grey or a blue colour or something like that. Rather than a white.
Don't know.
I mean, you start going through the colours that you actually.
Yeah, I think I'd rather just have it as a white or an off-white.
Not orange then.
Definitely not orange. Or papaya. Or burnt orange.
That was one of the ones that we picked out for Gavroche.
Yeah.
See, I don't actually mind painting the superstructure probably in one of these steel colours, to be fair.
Don't want one that's too dark, because you'll be surprised how dark that will look. And the darker you go, the more it will chip. You'll notice of the chips.
There won't be any chips in there because we're going to fill and fair everything.
No, I mean, once it's done, any damage to the finished surface will show up more if it's a significantly different colour to what's underneath. So that's pure white, apparently. With a hint of yellow.
See, when we first had Gavroche, I didn't like the cream, but in actual fact, it sort of grew on me a little bit. I keep coming back to the pure white, to be honest. So I'm going to fold those whites away because I don't like them. I think they're too harsh.
Yeah.
Because that's going to reflect at
Yeah,
you.
they are very harsh.
So I don't actually mind the cream now, actually, which is bonkers, really, because I didn't like that on. See, that's like a yellowy cream, and that one there's a cream.
Yeah, it's a much darker cream, that is. Much darker than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could probably live with that. Don't like those silvers.
No. Don't want silver and grey.
What was that?
No.
Grey white. Just looks dirty, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Silk grey.
No. Right, so we have fiberglassed everything we've got to fiberglass. We filled the holes that we fiberglassed the insides for last week. We've fiberglassed inside these fittings here, so we've taken that cleat off. There's a cleat that was behind this, and we've taken the clutches off the side there and fiberglassed the inside of those. The fiberglass seems to be going off quite quick because I've got the rest of the fiberglass here. He said mix 100 and it was way too much. But it's starting to go, so hopefully that will go quite nicely. So while we're waiting for that, we're having a bit of a chat.
That'll go off faster than the patches though.
Yeah, okay. But so we're having a bit of a chat about what to do next. Oh, we've also fiberglassed underneath here where the other, where is it? I've lost it. I've got the bag on top of it. No, oh, it's there. Where the other side of the bimini was screwed in with absolutely no support whatsoever. So we're thinking our next big stage is disengage everything from the engine to get ready to take it out.
Still got a lot of deck stuff to take off.
We have got lots of deck stuff to take off.
Covered up for the winter. We need to get the engine out because it doesn't generally get cold down here, does it really?
We get like 1 week of frost and not much else. Yeah.
Do you reckon we'll be able to paint the side decks as well? I don't think it'll be too cold for that.
I think we get it done before, let's say, November. Yeah, we could.
Because that we need to cover it up for that really.
We do.
So we take
yeah.
these out and leave them out.
Yeah.
Fill around and all the rest of it.
Agreed.
So that means stanchions and stuff to take off and rebed.
Yep. So the stanchions are the things that hold the guard wires up, and at the back we've got the push pit, and at the front we've got its equivalent, which is called the pulpit. Please don't preach. So the stanchions are what the guard wires go through. Plus we've got the gateways for boarding and leaving when you're going from let's say the water taxi to the boat and off again. So they're loose. Give that one a shake, Gary.
Well, it's here.
Yeah. Just give it.
It's not actually down on the deck.
Yeah, just give it a wobble. So that's not less than ideal. Plus, matey's drilled a blinking hole through the top of it as well, just to run a cable through.
Are we going to put these things back on, or are we going to get mates to fix these holes as well? It's not a very nice way of doing it.
No, well, we know a man who can. He'll probably charge us a pretty penny, but we know a man who can put a little weld in those.
Well, it's easier for him to do it this time round because he can do it in his workshop.
Yeah,
at his leisure.
Because we'll take them off and take them to him rather than him have to set up in a yard down at Falmouth Boat Company, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or there's a fella here, isn't there? Yeah, so we'll get that looked at.
I mean, I've not been down here early enough for him to be working at the moment, or else he could have those other rails to do them.
Yeah.
Tidy them up a little bit.
Yeah. So we're just having a sit down and a think while all that's going off.
Yeah, I took that out as well.
What was that?
And it was, I don't know why that was going through there. It went from that, and then I don't know what shore that was on. It's not been fixed or anything as far as I can tell. But it went through there, and it goes from there, and it goes there, and it goes into the aft cabin.
Okay.
From the other end of that.
Right.
Twin and earth cable.
Love it.
Nice plug.
Domestic wiring. Gosh. Why put a plug to a plug? Anyway, we digress once more.
Well, that's only 10 amps anyway, and that's a 16 amp plug. So they've gone from a 16 amp plug with 2.5 twin and earth to a 10 amp connector.
Should we talk steering station?
Do you want to talk steering station? I'm not sure we've got a definite.
We haven't got a definite, but we've got some thoughts on the steering station, and it would be interesting what you guys think as well, because you know your comments are invited as ever. So let's go and have a look. Okay, so through here. Oh, we realised we haven't killed Henry. It's just Henry had a resin habit. He got a lump of resin stuck in his hose. That's why he stopped sucking. So Henry's fixed. But we've got his big brother here today. Been cleaning up again.
The other question I was thinking about, and I'll do it now because otherwise I'll forget to discuss it with you, is this table here. So we were talking about separating it from, obviously it's supported by this post here,
Yeah.
the mast post.
Yeah.
Can't move that, although I am tempted to take that out and have a look at it, to be honest, just so I know what's down there. But if this isn't staying, this at the moment has got 2 legs on it, and it's quite nice and solid to have your ass against. Do you need it here? Or is that too far away anyway if you are working here?
No, it's probably quite useful there.
Because
But
my thought was to have one table on one leg, not attached to the mast, and then it can go up and down and make this into a bed.
yeah, I quite like that idea.
So it means getting rid of that and taking this off of here. I'm not particularly enamoured with this anyway.
No, it's a titchy tiny table.
So, I mean, I'm not sure.
So no more than 2 people could eat off that anyway.
I'm not sure you could do more with it this way anyway. It's not necessary to come this way.
No, but you could come this way a bit more, go aft a bit further.
Yeah. Yeah, probably.
But if it can fall, also double up as
That's a whole different design.
a filled-in
process.
bed, so that
But I was
this
just
area could be a double
I was
bed.
just thinking at the moment, this is stopping us getting in and out of here easily.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about just removing it out of the way.
Okay.
Getting more. I just like taking this to bits.
Well, that's becoming quite obvious.
Yeah. But if we take it out and everything else, because I'd like to take this off before the mast goes back up. Doesn't look like there had any resin up there either, which when I did the one on Channel 32 years and years ago, I bedded that in a non-shrinking resin. But also I'd like to know if that's on a plate of some description down there and not just sitting on the fiberglass down the bottom. Because
Right.
with a boat like this you always get a bit of movement. It's not much. I mean, I'm doing that.
No,
It's probably like minuscule.
You got compression anyway, haven't you? But
That sort of drives it down through, and I put a little stainless steel plate underneath the last one, just Sikaflex on, very thin Sikaflex, and it sat on that. Then the compression press went in. But also, I'm not particularly happy with this massive hole that we got going up through here. So the hole goes right up through there, right open on the deck, right through to the outside.
that one there.
I've got a
Right.
rubber glove stuck over it at the moment.
Yeah.
But I know the mast sits over it, but if you get waves, sitting on there, the water could come down through there. I mean, they brought cables down through there,
Yeah.
and they brought cables down through here, which I'm not particularly happy about.
No, we're having to think about cables from the mast, aren't we? We're thinking about doing a deck plug rather than through there.
I know we've got to get from here either down into there, so that's the hard bit, really, is getting.
Cables.
What we've got a VHF aerial,
Nav lights,
nav lights,
deck light,
but if we're having I was going to say consuming it.
the switch panel.
If we're having the switch panel there,
Yeah,
there's no reason why we can't go
and the VHF and the Windex.
VHF, Windex, nav lights. So there's going to be one before core cable, won't it? So it'll be anchor light at top, tricolour at top,
Deck light halfway down.
deck light halfway down.
VHF at the top.
I forget the VHF for a minute.
Oh, it's coax.
Yeah, so it's a 4-core, isn't it? If we're doing that, so in a neutral. So live for the anchor light, live for the tricolour at the top, live for the deck light. Oh, we had a steaming light as well.
Yeah.
Live for the steaming light and a neutral, so 5-core. So there'll be one 5-core cable coming down here. 5-core cable, VHF,
Windex.
So 3 cables coming down here. At the moment we've got
More spaghetti junction. I think some of this is.
all sorts.
Don't think. Is that coming out of the mast?
Yeah, it is. It's coming out of the mast.
No, it's not. It's there.
Wait. It was coming out of there. Came out of there.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No.
All right. What the fuck? Oh, what the heck are those?
Yeah. So, I don't know what they were.
Yeah. Oh, they're going now. Oh, well, that's that down.
That didn't say much, did it?
Oh, Lord. See, he just can't help himself.
Well, I was just.
It came off of my hands, Mum. Sorry, Mum.
Someone's spending years doing that. Little mortises and carving joints and all
Little
sorts of shit.
details.
Yeah, horrible shit. But, oh my god. This all needs rebedding anyway. Taken off and rebedding anyway, doesn't it? Just to make sure it doesn't leak in the future.
Yeah.
So we've got to get from there with that. But all of that would go over to there anyway, wouldn't it? And then you could
It
have
would go to there first, wouldn't it? Because any heads come off there, don't they?
Well, you could go to there first, then any NEMA backbone for the... So the VHF is going over there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the switch panel's going over there. And you could have the NEMA backbone cable to there.
Yeah.
For any repeaters that we're having.
And anything that we want to a head comes from there, doesn't it?
Once we get to there, it's easy.
Yeah.
Just go through the engine bay and back up again. It's just getting to there in the first place. So.
But you could probably get through.
Now they're taking it down through the mast. So that brings us to the question that we were discussing before that, and that is, are we having deck plugs from like we had on?
Yeah. Rather
than doing what they did, which is just like push fit connectors. I mean, this mast isn't going to come off as often as Gavroche anyway.
No, Gavroche are 25-foot Beneteau, because she's a trailer sailor. The mast comes down at the end of every season, which means we had to come up with a solution for deck plugs that could be easily disassembled without having to completely rewire it at the start of the next season. Whereas this boat, the mast is going to stay on for at least another 10 years, God willing, until it needs to be re-rigged. So we don't need that solution to be as accessible and as dismantleable, if that's a word, every single year.
What I don't know is how those wires come out at the bottom of this basically. That's why I want to take it apart and have a look.
Yeah, well, there's a clue there, isn't there, with that?
Well, there's
something
radar.
coming through there.
That was the radar that they've obviously put in afterwards, and they've cut a lovely hole in the deck.
And then decided not to bother with the radar because there's no head for the radar.
Well, that's where we did it later.
Yeah. And the radar is such an obscure make anyway. Don't think we'll even get it working.
I'm going to change the colour of this. What colour would you like this? White?
If it's white, every single finger mark will show.
Other than that, what colour? Orange?
Not orange. Or papaya.
Pass me that tape measure.
Yeah, the word please is a little bit scarce, these examples.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's on the wonk.
Yeah, it's on the wonk.
Do that again.
So this is a bulkhead which should be plumb in the boat, basically.
Well, it should be, although it's delaminated.
Yeah, but okay, it's still a good reference point.
Yeah.
So that was $6.95, and not even at the bottom, it's already to $725.
Yeah.
Oh God!
Actually, you can see it now. I'm looking at it. You can see it. It's got a tilt. That's your phone.
Surprised me if it was there before. Sorry, say that again.
I said, are you on the way home?
No, we're just doing a bit of blogging.
Vlogging?
Yeah.
You're not following us on our YouTube channel.
You're on camera, mate.
I subscribed.
You subscribe.
Good man.
Excellent stuff.
I
So
was one of the first ones. Both Jude and I have subscribed, but we're not. I'm not very au fait with social media, so it's the first time I've ever done it. But I thought, for you guys, I'd do it.
Bless you.
I am privileged. Thank you very much. Now we're just doing our end of day blog, so to the camera to say what we've done and what our thought process is for the next jobs and that sort of stuff. So yeah. But to be honest, I don't really want to do this again ever. So so it has to be right. So,
yeah. This is my last one, Simon. I'm 60 next year, for heaven's sake. This is getting ridiculous.
Married to an old person.
I'm just married to a grumpy one. Right, so Gary's just still on the phone to Simon, our friend. So we are packing up to head back home. The fiberglass for these repairs here, the fiberglass that we've done on the inside, that's not quite gone off yet, which is slightly unfortunate. But we'll have to fill those next time. We're hoping to come up here tomorrow. It's bank holiday Monday, so. But these ones have gone off nicely. with the track bolts. We've got new tracks to put down. They're all done. And that fair lead that was there and the port side track bolts are all done. And I filled the underside of this. So this was a bimini fitting there. Bimini is the cover that hangs off that frame there at the stern of the boat. So there's a frame that sort of pivots forward off that, puts a canvas over the top, gives you a bit of shelter from rain or sun in the cockpit, and that piece of gizmo is called a bimini. And they were fitted, just screwed into the deck with nothing underneath it. It was just screws literally into the fiberglass, and no great surprise, they ripped out. That's all going to be made good again, and we'll make sure that the arch, if it's the same arch, we don't know if we're going to keep the same arch or not, but we'll fit it more securely than it is there. We've taken the duck boards off as well. We're going to take those home, clean them up. They're nice and dry at the minute, so it's a good time to do it. I've had a look at the RAL code for the gel coat. Typically it doesn't entirely match any single one of them, so but we think we've got a decision on that. Everything else just packed up, ready to go, I think. I don't know if we took the resin off, so I'm just going to double check that before I lock up, and we'll see you again. So from Gary and me, cheers and gone.